One aspect of
Hey y'all, I'm
spiritual
back with another
process, part
share,
1.
and in this share, I'm kind of going to piggyback off the last video I posted yesterday, which was part 5 of spirituality as a process. So I did say I wanted to share something with y'all that happened to me, and what I was talking about was for those of you who are on a path and you're in that process of healing, and some of you have been in that process of healing for some years. Okay, some of you are fairly new to this, but I just wanted to let you all know that it is a process, so make sure that it's understood. Okay, and how we talked about that shadow work and the things that you're working on, recognizing within yourself with that shadow work. Okay, they don't go away. Okay, because like I stated in the last video, what you're trying to do when you're doing that shadow work, okay, and you're bringing these things to the surface, what you're doing is you're basically accepting it. Okay, accepting that as a part of yourself for that integration. Okay, so if you are having feelings of, like I say, these feelings are deeply embedded, guys. Okay, so basically they are part of your psychological makeup now, right? So now we focus on transmuting that energy. Okay, anytime it comes in, and I spoke about this before. This is a process of you having to constantly check yourself. Every day you're gonna find yourself having to do that. Okay, especially if you're working on a project or you have some new ideas or anything formulating in your mind. Okay, doubt can always creep in, or whatever your own personal demons are. Okay, it can creep in on you. I talked about that in the last few videos. If you didn't get a chance to hear them, go back and listen to the last 5 videos I posted. Okay, in parts. All right, so remembering that it's a process. Okay, so like I'm saying, feelings of doubt and whatever your own personal demons are, they can always come up. So my experience was just, even though I'm so far along, guys, as far as healing, and then with just the level of knowledge that I have, like I say, it's a process. Like 13 years, y'all, for me to get to this point where I'm at. So trust your process. Don't rush it. Just keep moving. Okay, that's all I can tell. Keep moving. Don't give up. So for me, I guess it was 2 days ago now. I woke up. I had a dream, and hold on. Okay, my bad, y'all. They had some noise outside. I didn't want to interrupt the video, but y'all gonna have to catch me in the next part anyway, because this one is about to end. So, and I'm gonna go into the dream that I had and the feelings that came.
One
All
aspect
right,
of
so part
spiritual
2.
process,
So
part 2.
basically, I'm sharing this information with y'all in this dream with y'all because I want y'all to know that, like I said, these things come back up sometimes. All right. So, it wasn't a lucid dream. It wasn't like an astral projection. It just was a regular dream. That when I woke up, I knew I had a dream. But, it's very important. I'm gonna go into a little more detail about dreams after this. Okay, it's very important to pay attention to your dreams. Okay, because a lot of times our dreams are also trying to bring awareness to us about certain things. Okay, certain things that's affecting us. We have different type of dreamers. Some people dream about stuff and it comes true. Okay, but a lot of times, dreams speak to us in symbolism. Okay, so what happened was I woke up, and I was feeling awful. Like, could have really, like, doubt. That's what was coming in for me. Doubt. Feeling bad. Because in this dream, it was a situation. I'm not going to go into detail with the dream, but, it was a situation to where, a person. Now, this is a person who I've had interactions with in my life. And this is a person who could always make me feel less than. Could always make me feel less than, could always make me feel like I wasn't worthy, could always make me feel like I wasn't worth 2 fucking nickels, could always make me feel, just bad, like I was nothing. Okay, so this is a person. So like I say, dreams speak to us through symbolism. Okay, and because that's something that with my shadow work I had to work on, bringing those things to the surface, those deep embedded feelings in me. Okay, the dream was showing me that it's still something there. Okay, that needs to be worked. Like that could still have an effect on me, basically. Now, because dreams communicate with you through symbols, the way it brought it to me through that person. Okay, who could always make me feel less than. And not only could they make me feel less than, they made me believe it. You see? So when you're paying attention to you, that's how you want to get to a point where you can interpret your dreams, because when it's communicating things with you, sometimes it'll use symbols. And symbols, all the time it use symbols. But, a symbol can be a person. Okay? And in my case, it was that person who actually made me feel like that. And your emotions are real, y'all. I was really feeling it emotionally that morning. Okay, next part.
One aspect of spiritual process.
So like I'm saying, your emotions are real. Okay, and this is just an example with me showing you that dream that happened to me and my experience with that dream. This is a process, y'all. So it can creep in at any time. Okay, and your own spirit does that to you, just to see what your reaction is going to be. Are you going to let it take over you, or are you going to continue to transmute? Right? So that doesn't mean don't feel your emotions, okay? Because you need to sit there for a while. How long you need to sit there depends on you, okay? And your own, what your spirit, your mind is telling you about the experience. But you need to ask yourself, okay? Why did this come up for me? Okay, and you'll get the answer, and then that's when you move forward, okay? But you do need to feel your emotions to understand why it's happening. Okay, the process does get easier and easier, though, guys. But it just know that at any time you can be tested. Okay, everything is mine, guys. Everything is mine, and what you put into your mind, okay, what you believe is what's going to be true. Okay, it's going to be true. So that's why it's very important to, some people go to sleep and they don't necessarily remember their dreams when they get up. See, this is why you need to really get into the meditation. Okay, really, because if you're going, and some people, not only do they not remember the dreams, but they wake up in a bad mood and don't know why. So it's very important for you to get into your meditation. Okay, because a lot of times, every time you sleep, you leave your body. Okay, whether you know it or not. All right, and you out there doing something. So if you're finding yourself waking up in a bad mood, then hey, you got some work to do. You need to be figuring out what the fuck you doing out there when you outside your body, and what's going on, and what are you projecting to yourself, because that's the only thing that's happening. Okay, so when you're doing your meditations, you're building up that mental strength. So when you're outside of the body, you have a better chance of being able to experience real life. Okay, because that's real. This right here is not. Okay, it's not. So I still have a few seconds left on this video, so I think I'm gonna in the next video I'm gonna go into dreams, and also I have a book that I can recommend that you all get if you are having trouble with dream interpretations. Okay,
one aspect of spiritual process, part 4.
I can't remember, but so your dreams, all right, pay attention to them. Also, I think I left off with doing your meditations. Okay, it helps you build up that mental strength that you need when you're outside of the body, y'all. Because when you're out, you create, everything is being created by your own mind. Okay, even in this life right now, even now. Okay, you're creating your experience through your own mind. Okay, that's what you're doing. So when you're out there, okay, outside of your body, that is the same thing that you're doing. But if you don't have the mental capacity to create for yourself, then it will be created for you, okay? Even though it's still by you, but it'll be probably more than likely on some low vibrational shit, okay? All right. So this is what happens when, even with astral projection. Okay. If you don't have the mental capacity, then, you're going to end up on those lower level dimensions where everything fucking exists. Period. Okay. And some of the shit might scare you. All right. You got all kind of shit that exists on the lower levels. I'm telling you now. Okay. So, you want to be able to create. Okay. Have that mental capacity. So meditation is very important for that reason. So dream interpretations, this is a good book to have. I've been having this book for like a few years. Okay. It's called The Complete Book of Dreams. If y'all can see it. Has a lot of information in here about dream interpretation, different scenarios. It talks about a lot of stuff, y'all. This would be a good book if you're trying to interpret your dreams. Okay. Now, this book right here was one of the recommendations from, if y'all familiar with Brother Panic. He has a YouTube channel. He is basically like a master teacher at occult studies. He has extensive videos. He even dropped books. Okay, this was one of the books that he dropped. So I've been having this one for a while, and I go to it a lot when I need to. Okay, so it's a good book to have. But if you're not familiar with him, just go on YouTube, and I think it's occult lectures, or just type in Brother Panic, and he'll come up. So many lectures, so much information, y'all. We have master teachers out here still, so get into it. Okay, and once you probably go to his page, it'll probably take you to so many of the others that's still here and they still teaching. Okay, so if you have something that you don't understand, go check them out. Okay, but this is a good book to have. The Complete Book of Dreams by Julia and Derek Parker. This is one of them. Good book for dream interpretations. So I think I'm gonna end it here. Leave a comment.
Word of advice.
Right, this will be my last video of the night. So I might just call this part 5 to the last video. I did want to say this to those of you who are new to this journey, okay, this spiritual journey. All right, and this might not even matter, okay. It may not even it might not even be worth shit, just based off the simple fact that everybody has their own path. Okay, everybody has their own experiences that they have to go through. But I do want to say this just based on my experience, okay? So just take it or leave it. All right. If you're on this path, okay, and you in it, and just make sure that you in it. Okay? Make sure that you in it. I mean, all the way 10 toes down in it. Because you can save yourself a lot of bullshit if you just be serious, because with this, y'all, let me tell y'all something about this journey. You can't ride the fence on this shit. Okay? You can't not. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. If you're gonna be in this shit, you gotta be in this shit. For real. Because like I said, it took me 13 fucking years to get to this point. Because I was 1 foot in, 1 foot fucking out. Okay? You gotta be in it all the way. Because if you're not, you gonna go through a whole lot of shit. And I'm gonna just keep it real with you. During the course of them 13 years, I went through a whole lot of shit, y'all. But at the end of the day, the reason why I'm saying it may not be worth shit, because all of the experiences that I went through and all the shit that I went through, I needed it. I needed all of that shit. So that's why I'm saying just take it with a grain of salt. But, I don't know. I'm just saying it. I just felt like putting it out there. But everything happens for a reason. Always remember that. And like I'm saying, trust your process. Okay? But for some reason or another, I just wanted to say this. But like I'm saying, it may not be even worth shit. Okay? But if you in this shit, okay, you got to be all the way in it. You got to be all the way in it. You got to be on a constant journey to fucking learn. You got to read. You got to really be doing the fucking work. Like, this ain't about sitting up here talking about this and saying these words, it's not about that. It's really about doing the work, y'all. I'm telling you, it's real shit. All right? You got to be a real motherfucker to jump in this shit. For real. Because if you're not, you're going to feel it.